Try game one. Pressing X performs combat actions, unlike the A pressing X adds the action to a stack of actions. You can press X multiple times and add multiple actions to your stack. Or Q, they will be performed in the order you add them to. This is gonna be confusing. I just know it. Okay. Yeah, those both sound like they're good. Throughout the game, you'll find weapons and armor that are marked as upgradable. These items can be improved by the addition of an upgrade item. Okay. With upgrade items, you can use this workbench to construct new, more powerful versions of upgradable ranged weapons, melee weapons, lightsabers, and armor. Well, let's see. Can I do anything or what? I don't have a lightsaber. Can I upgrade my fucking swords? I don't know what I'm doing here. Upgrades. 1. Special properties. Damage, bonus, slashing. Sure. Ooh, another one. Oh, I have no more upgrades though. Oh well. One is better than none. Hello, Karth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
This sounds personal. I'd like to know some more about you, Karth.
Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them.
I'm sorry, Karth. This must be very painful for you.
I go where the fleet admirals tell me to. I follow my orders and I do my duty. It's just... doesn't seem right that doing that means I failed them. I didn't.
Them? Do you mean the people of your homeworld?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense, am I? You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Okay, bro. Every time you leave the apartment, you must select which party members you wish to take. This is like fucking Dragon Age or some shit. Since this is the first time you are leaving, you will have to take Karth. Sounds good, bro.
Okay, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
A raid.
That's how we should deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now the rest of you get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. Hey, what's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives. Attack!
Oh wait, hold on. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Let's do a frag grenade first. Then we can... Oh shit, that was all it took. Hopefully you guys are reading that, because I couldn't really keep up. I mean, I could. I read it, but like I didn't read it out loud, is what I mean, so my bad. Anyways, what am I doing here? Pretty high. I just love the response. All the responses. Won't someone come searching for this patrol? Don't worry about the bodies. I'll move them so it looks like they were killed elsewhere. That would throw the Sith off the track. It should. With any luck, they won't be bothering us again for a while. Alright, dope. I fucked them up with that grenade. Let's see, switch to go. Whoa, hold on. I wish I could do like, check my, oh, I guess, can I check my inventory somehow here? Let's see. Party inventory. So I want to see what my guns do here. So it says damage energy 1 to 6. And this one is ion 1 to 4. Oh, okay. And this is this blaster rifle. Can I not see info on it though? That sucks. Do I just grab all the... Fuck it. Whatever. Well, I don't see too many of your kind around here. Most of the residents in this rundown apartment are illegal aliens. My name is Laren, by the way. Pleased to meet you, Laren. My name is Stoner. I know it's really none of my business, but you look like someone who might need to purchase one of those new energy shields. They're the latest thing you know, very high tech. What's so great about these energy shields? When you use one, it surrounds you with a radiant aura particle mesh that absorbs blaster bolts. Pretty handy in a fight. The shield even protects against lightsabers, or so I hear. Shields aren't perfect, of course. They can only absorb so much energy damage before they burn out, and ion blasters will take your basic dueling shield down pretty quick.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Where did this technology come from? I've heard rumors of the Ekani using shields like this, but I never saw anything like them around here. Not until the Sith came, whether they discovered the technology is anybody's guess. Shields are too rare and too expensive to hand out to an entire army, but a shielded strike team can take out a whole battalion of soldiers armed with conventional blasters. It gave the Sith a huge edge in the early battles, but it wasn't long before the Republic was able to copy the technology and come up with energy shields of their own. Now both sides are scrambling to come up with new weapons to slice right through the shields, but until they do, you're going to see melee combat coming back to the forefront in this war. Dope. Anything else? Not much to say really, except that I managed to get my hands on one of those shields. It isn't cheap, but it could mean the difference between life and death. You'll have to see what I have in stock. I know my kiosk isn't much to look at, but my prices are reasonable and the merchandise is sound. Why do you have a kiosk set up here? I run a little shop in this old building selling basic equipment to the illegal aliens renting out these apartments. I want to ask you some questions. Questions I'd rather not. It might be bad for business if people saw me answering a bunch of questions for a human. Weren't we just asking questions? Most of the residents here are illegal aliens. Questions are frowned on, and I don't want to lose the trust of my customers. If you really need information, go talk to Kadir, the janitor. He's bordering on senile, so all the residents figure he's harmless. They won't mind you talking to him, but he might be able to help you out with your questions. Let me see what you've got for sale. No problem, just step on up and have a peek. Hold on, I want to see, what do I have on? I have a combat suit on. Do I, if I put on clothing, does that change? Switch to equip, okay, so, oops, Where's the equip screen? Oh, here we go. So I do have clothing on already. Oh wait, that's cars. How did I switch to me? Where is that? I don't even know. Shit. Here we go. There we go. That's what I want. So I comments to equipped. So clothing would take the spot of that, I think. So I might as well sell the clothing. Back again. So what can I do for you? You want to see what I have in stock? Let me see what you've got for sale. So what do I have equipped for my gun right now? Hold on. Nothing? I guess just because I have swords equipped or something. I don't really know. Still figure this shit out. I have 102 credits, eh? Hmm. Okay, so, oh, whoopsies. I meant to fucking switch back to buy. Damn, I don't have enough for that shit. Sorry, human, but I do not wish to engage in conversation with you. Okay then. Beep 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 boo. I didn't really need to say that. Okay, so how do I get the fuck out of here? Or where am I even supposed to be going? Solo mode? No, I don't know what the fuck that's all about. Okay, where's my quests? Okay, so you discovered that Kar's homeworld was attacked by a Sith, though he was reluctant to talk about it. Perhaps you can talk more later after you gain more experience. Interesting. Search for Bastila. You are stranded on Terra's planners to control. Now you must. Now you and Karthos Onasi must find Bastila, the only person capable of stopping the Sith from conquering the entire galaxy. Okay, so I need to like keep exploring, I guess. And find this Bastila or whatever. No. Is there a map? Okay. Yeah, but there's nothing on there. Fuck, I wish I knew where I was going.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested.
I want to ask you some
Anything I can do
questions.
to help a potential customer out. What do you want to know?
Do you know anything about those escape pods that crashed around
A
Taurus?
couple of pods crashed down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Dabix men got there first.
Swoop gangs, what can you tell me about them?
Nothing good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the Hidden Vex were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, The lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davik's own people are having problems with the Black Vulkars now.
What do you know about Davik?
Davik's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the Exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers, so I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand?
Is Davik working with the Sith?
As much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other.
I need some general information on Taurus.
You're one of those off-worlders, aren't you? Come to Terrace for a short business trip and end up stuck here because of the Sith quarantine, right? Oh, you can't be too happy. Trapped on an unfamiliar world and all. But Terrace isn't so bad, as long as you stay in the upper city. Just try to avoid the Sith. And stay out of the lower city. The swoop gangs are totally out of control. Even Davik's men are having trouble down there.
I'll be going now.
Remember to come back to my shop if you ever need any supplies.
I forgot to talk to that janitor dude. So hopefully I can find him. Where is that crazy old janitor? There he is.
Watch where you're walking. I just cleaned those floors.
Sorry, I don't know.
Right, no hard feelings. My name's Kadir. I'm the janitor for this building. You must be the new tenant here, right? Never thought they'd rent that abandoned apartment. You look like an off-worlder. What happened? You get stuck here because of the quarantine? Can't see any other reason someone would want to rent that old apartment.
I want to ask you some
Don't know
questions.
how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I could try and help you out.
Tell me about
Decent
Taurus.
enough place to live, I guess, except for the lower levels. That's where the swoop gangs hang out. Just stay in upper city and you'll be fine. You also might want to check out the cantina. I used to go there when I was younger. A good place to get a drink and find out what's going on in the upper city.
Where is the
Just
cantina?
keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator.
Oh, I know where it is
It'll take
already.
you out to the upper streets there. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it.
I want to ask you
Don't know
something
how much
else.
I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess.
Where can I get some
Well,
equipment?
The best place to go is probably Kebly Yurt's store. She's right across from the cantina, so you can stop in for a drink if you get thirsty while you're shopping. Just keep following the part. Don't know how much I...
What do you think of this Sith in this
Not much
quarantine?
of an issue for me, you know. I ain't never left Taurus, and they ain't never gonna. A lot of other folks are sure riled up about it, but I don't really know much about it. I prefer to keep to myself mostly. But there's plenty of people at the cantina who'll be more than happy to tell you what they think about the Sith and their quarantine.
I want to ask you
Don't
something
know how
else.
much
Okay, I guess I don't want to ask you anything
I
else.
should get back to work.
I'll be going now.
I'll probably see you around. I'm here most of the time. The building doesn't clean itself, you know.
Alright, well, I didn't really need to talk to him, I guess. I already found the cantina. Alright.
Don't you just love watching the Kazakh players? All that strategy, all those credits. It's enough to make a girl get all flushed.
Okay.
What do you want? Have you come here just to bother me, or do you wish to test yourself against the best Pazak player on Taris?
Who are
My
you?
name is Niklos. I'm the unofficial champion of the Pazak circuit here on Taris. If you don't mind losing your wager, we could play a few hands.
I want to ask you some questions.
I don't come here to answer questions. If you want to play Pazak, then let's play. If not, then quit crowding my gambling table. If you
Goodbye.
ever wish to test yourself against the best Pazak player on Taris, you know where to find me.
Not interested.
Hello there, youngster. You interested in buying the Pazak deck of an old man looking to get out of the gambling game? Just 50 credits and I'll sell you all my cards. I'll even throw in a free lesson to boot. It's a great deal, if you can afford it.
Who
My
are
name's
you?
Garuk. I used to be a card shark, one of the best Pazak players in the Outer Rim. But that was before I retired from the gambling life.
You giving up gambling? Why?
Don't get me wrong, the game's been good to me over the years. I've traveled the span of the galaxy, from the core worlds to the farthest reaches of the Outer Rim. I've won countless fortunes, and lost countless more. But that was long ago, and things have changed. Gambling is a young man's game. That's why I'm looking to get out. My offer still stands. 50 credits gets you my old Pazak deck and a free lesson. A great offer if you can afford it.
I don't care about gambling. I want to ask you some questions.
Of course. My mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. That's why I'm giving up the gambler's life. But I think I can still manage to answer some simple questions.
Want some general information on terrorists.
Don't know what I can tell you that would be of any use. The upper city is nice enough, though it was better before the Sith showed up. But they don't bother an old guy like me much. Don't know much about the lower city. It's rough down beneath. I just stay up here where it's safe and mind my own business. I don't see much point in worrying about that kind of stuff now that I've given up the gambler's life. Is there anything else I can do for you? Of course.
Do you know anything about those Republic escape pods that crashed down
I
in the
spend
city?
my days here in the cantina, sipping ale and chatting with the folks who wanted to buy. I don't have much use or care what goes on outside these walls. I don't see much point in worrying about that kind of stuff now that I've given up the gambler's life. Is there anything else I can do for you? Of course, of course.
Never mind. I'll be going now.
Of course, of course. No sense in a youngster like you wasting your days away with an old man in a dingy bar. But if you ever want to chat, you know where to find me.
Hi there. I haven't seen you around before. Of course, they don't give us Sith officers from the military base much time
Ooh.
off.
She's Sith, eh? Alright. You're from the military base. You don't look like one of those. Like
I'm
one
off
of the
duty
Sith.
right now, so I'm not in uniform. My name is Sana, junior officer, first class with the Sith Occupation Force.
Nice to meet you, Sarah.
I'm actually a
Stoner.
little surprised you're talking to me at all. Most of the people here on Taris can't stand us Sith. We can make this job pretty lonely.
What's this persuade thing all about? Curious. You're just doing your job, right? I don't hold that against you.
But people don't appreciate what we've done for them. We could have slapped a curfew on this whole planet, but we didn't. You know, it's like everyone on this backwater planet is in a permanent bad mood.
Oof.
Don't they know we have to make the best of things?
She seems like a bitch. Oh, she is Sith. Everybody has their ups and downs. That's how you deal with
Exactly, it's all about attitude. I didn't ask to be assigned to this backwater planet, but I try to make the best of it. It's pretty easy to get depressed on an assignment like this, but we do what we can to keep our spirits up.
You need to blow off steam
That's
once in
true.
a while.
It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. It's good to talk about this stuff. It gets pretty lonely up at the military base. I have to get going soon. I've got a shift at the military base, but some of us junior Sith officers are having a party tonight to blow off some steam. I'd really like to see you again. Why don't you drop by the party? I'll show you where it is on your map.
Sounds good.
Don't be
I'll
late.
there.
We're starting right after our shift's end. Most of us won't even be going back to the base to lock up our uniforms. I look forward to seeing you there.
Interesting.
What? Why are you speaking to me? Can't you tell from my clothing that I'm of the nobility? Get away from me. I can't be seen talking with a common rabble. It wouldn't be proper for a man of my standing.
Dick.
I can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch the duel on the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Gurlon fighting. It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention to the dueling ring. Here, two combatants will battle for your viewing and gambling enjoyment. Now, I hope all your bets are down because we're ready to roll. In this corner, I give you Gurlon Two Fingers. And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the ever-persistent Deadeye Duncan. And to nobody's great surprise, Deadeye is down again. Don't worry, folks. He's just unconscious. As usual, our medics will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner, Gurlon Two Fingers.
Blast away, open fire, shoot, kill, maim. Are you completely insane? Ready, aim, fire, shoot, trigger fingers, hit you, mine. Okay, good guy then. Shoot first, shoot last, party with me, we'll have a blast. Sorry, human, the betting window's closed. No more fights right now. People are sick of seeing the same duels. All this time is bad for business. Unless... My name is Ajura. I work with other duels here. You have a new face to the game. Maybe you want to start with the duel ring. It's a highly profitable venture. I might be interested. What's in this for me? I can arrange for you to fight in the duel ring. If you win, you get the standard contract, 10% of all wages. But don't worry, nobody dies in the duel ring. The matches are most fighters in the duel ring use fiber blades or stone sticks because the ring is pretty small. A few of the duelists use plastic. Use whichever you prefer.
Vibroblades and blasters, and nobody ever dies. How come I get the feeling you're trying to take us for a ride?
Duel ring has energy suppressor fields to make sure nobody dies. Weapons are learned so they hurt but don't kill. We've got a mag droid in case of serious injuries. Are you interested? I'll do it, but I want more than 10%. Hahaha, you're joking, right? If I pay you more than everything. No, you get the same as all the others, 10%, that's my final offer. Okay, I'll do it. Good, new blood for the ring, but you need a nickname, like Ice or Deadeye or Torch. Good nicknames to make people bet more. What's a good name for you? You're an off-worlder, you're new here, people won't recognize you. I know, from now on, in the duel ring, you'll be the mysterious stranger. My name is Stoner. I think that sounds better than nickname. Bah, what do you know of nicknames? I've been given names for 20 years. Mysterious Stranger, that's your name now. Mysterious Stranger is a perfect name for you. You've got no past, no history. It makes you seem like you have some big dark secret. People like that make them bet more. Makes them bet.
This is for the best. We could use those credits from these duels, but using your real name is too risky. The Sith might have come across a crew manifest back on the Endar Spire.
You ready for a duel now? You want to step into the ring right away. I'll set you up with Deadeye Duncan to start. I missed the rest of that. Oh, here, I'll tell you the rules if you're ready. I want to ask you some questions. But I don't have time for questions. I don't make any cards. I want you to fight, not to ask questions. Are you ready to step into the ring? I'm ready for a duel. Yes, you fight people bet, and I make money. It's all about money. Only one every time this opponent goes down, you don't finish the match. Death matches are legal now. We knew it this, so I'll start off with Deadeye Duncan. Are you ready to go in the ring? No, we already went on this. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. You've seen him lose night after night after night, but this time he's after fresh meat. In this corner, I give you Deadeye Duncan. And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the terrace dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger!
Alright, let's do this. Come on, Deadeye Duncan. So, enemy sighted, something to continue, aid and engage, attack, critical strike, frag grenade. Let's do it. He's already down.
The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! But really, are any of us surprised? Deadeye losing isn't news. You have to do better than that to impress us, stranger.
Poor Deadeye Duncan. Ugh.
I saw your match against Duncan. Not bad for a rookie. But Deadeye's a joke. Even after I lost the use of my fingers, I can still beat him. Go talk to Azure, the duel organizer, if you want to step up to the big leagues. I'll show you what it's like to fight a real duelist.
Alright, bud.
What do you want? Wait, let me guess. Now that you're a duelist, you figure we have something in common. Something to chat about, right? Wrong. Just because we're both duelists doesn't mean we're suddenly friends. So give me some space, stranger. I've got nothing more to say to you.
Oof. She cold.
I see you got your feet wet in the duel ring. Not bad. You've got real talent, kid. Stick with it and you'll go places.
I want to ask you some
My
questions.
area of expertise is pretty much limited to the dueling ring and the other combatants here at the cantina. But I'll try to answer any questions you might have.
I want to ask you about the
You've come
duelist
to the
here.
right man. I've been dueling here for nearly 20 years, and I remember every duelist who's been through this cantina. Of course, there are only 5 of us left now. Duncan, Gurlon, Ice, Twitch, and me. Bendak's Star Killer comes in once in a while, but he's retired now.
Tell me about Duncan.
Duncan, worst duelist ever. His nickname is Deadeye because he fights like he's blind. I wouldn't worry about him.
Tell me about
Gurlon
Gurlon.
used to be pretty good before the accident. His blaster overheated during a match and exploded. 1 in a million occurrence. Paralyzed 3 fingers on his right hand. They call him Gurlon Two Fingers now. He hasn't been the same since the accident. But he's still out here trying to earn a living. That's why I never fight with blasters.
Tell me about Ice.
Well, she's not much for personality, but she's a hell of a fighter. Confident, steady, popular with the crowd, too. If you go up against her, you know you're in for a tough match.
Tell me about Twitch.
Twitch? I think that Rhodian is completely crazy, but he's very, very good despite his insanity. Or maybe because of it. Even I can't beat him.
Because of it, I'm sure. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I've seen my share of battles. My best years are gone. But I can still hold my own against anyone in here. Except maybe Twitch.
Tell me about Bendak's
What can I
Star
say? Bendak was a legend. Never lost a match his entire career. But he was bloodthirsty as an Iridorian battle rager. Never liked having to face the same opponent twice. Got so he wouldn't battle anyone unless it was a death match. When they made death matches illegal, he went into retirement. He still hangs around here sometimes. Bendak's the best there ever was. Plain and simple. Even now, I'd bet that anyone who steps into the ring with him wouldn't make it out alive.
You and Twitch? I want to ask something
My
else.
area of expertise is pretty much limited to the dueling ring and the other combatants here at the cantina. But I'll try to answer any questions you might have.
You know anything about the Crash Republic escape
Only what I
pods?
heard from the news reports, which are all censored by the Sith. Some pods crashed into the Undercity. Anyone caught harboring survivors will be arrested and executed. Really, I don't think it's any of my business. The Sith want to call themselves rulers of Taris. It's fine by me, just so long as they don't shut the duel ring down.
I just want some general
I can
information
only
on
tell you what is
Taris.
recorded in the basic visitor guides. The Upper City is a beautiful destination where intergalactic travelers can find all their basic needs. If you're looking for excitement, the duel rings here are your best bet. Stay out of the Lower City. It's nothing but a gang-ridden slum. Is there anything else you want to know?
Tell me what these
The duels
duels.
themselves are simple enough. Two combatants armed with stun pistols enter the ring. One walks out a winner. The other is carried out unconscious on a stretcher. If you're interested in setting up a match, or if you want to place a wager, just go speak to Adger. He's that hut over in the corner. He'll make all the arrangements. My area...
Okay, that's it.
The duels themselves, if you're interested in... Goodbye, stranger. Maybe we'll talk again later.
Well, he seems like a nice guy.
What do you want? Oh, let me guess. You beat me in the dueling ring, and now you're gonna rub it in my face. Yeah, well, I'm used to it. So pardon me if I ignore your gloating.
I want to ask you some questions.
I don't have to answer your questions just because you beat me in the ring. Look, I admit it, you're better than me. Everyone's better than me. Blindfolded, one-legged tack with a rusty knife could probably beat me, okay? Is that what you wanted to hear? You satisfied yet? Are you happy now that you've taken the last shred of dignity I have?
Damn, bro. Yeah, I'm happy now.
Rat.
Well, now I don't feel bad for fucking him sucking. Alright. Good fight, good fight. People like you, Mysterious Stranger. They bet a lot when you fight. It makes me happy and I always pay my debts. You want me to pay 10% of the bills. Always the deal. Here's your clothes. Come see me when you're ready to fight again. I'm a serious stranger. I need to be back. They'll come back. You fought well last time. People like you, stranger. They lost in the last fight. Be more on your next fight. You get 10% same as always. You want to step into the ring now? Are you ready to prove yourself against the best of us on Taris? I'm ready for a duel. You handled Duncan pretty well. I think you're ready to fight Girl on 2 fingers. Just remember, Girl is blast with an easy turn. Ready to step into the arena? Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. In this corner, one of the greats, a man so tough, even a disfiguring injury couldn't end his career. I give you Girl on 2 fingers. And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the Taris dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger!
Oh yeah. Sniper shot. Oh, I
The
got fucking.
stranger is down. The mysterious stranger is down. Girl on two fingers gets the win.
Damn,
And
that
for a
sucks.
change, it wasn't against Duncan. This has got to be a tough loss for the mysterious stranger. Imagine losing to a crippled opponent.
That sucks. Can I like go back and try that again? Right. Oh shit, I was reading it. Too bad you lost out on pay for it. But I'll give you what you want. What do you say? I don't think I'm fucking ready right now. No, not right now. If we're not getting no stranger, you lost this time. Maybe next time you come see me if you ever want a rematch. I think I need to get used to the combat first, because I don't know what the fuck happened there.
No hard feelings, my good man, but I can't really talk with you right now. It's difficult enough to draw the interest of the ladies in this establishment as it is. Surely you understand what I'm talking about. I'd guess you've experienced many lonely evenings. Something
Oof.
I'm hoping to avoid tonight.
Ouch, bro.
Who dresses you? You look like you crawled up here from the lower city. Oh well, I guess we can't all have style.
Stat.
The band's pretty good, but I'm getting a little sick of them. If it wasn't for the Sith quarantine, maybe we could get somebody new in here to play.
Where did you get those clothes? A trash compactor in the lower city? And where are those drinks we ordered?
Damn. Sorry, I'm not your waiter.
I get the feeling this spoiled brat can cause us more trouble than she's worth.
Why is the help here so incompetent? One word from Daddy and I could get you fired.
I'm sorry, don't get upset. I'll go
That's
get
better.
that drink.
Now, hurry up with our order.
And here are your drinks, Miss Lavin. I apologize for the delay.
Don't bother me. I don't speak to the help.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm too busy to talk. I've got to get these drink orders to the customers.
Are you our waiter? Ghana's buying tonight. Talk to her to get my order.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing right now. Back here again. Oh, it's been that circuit.
Alone.
I'm not giving out any auto prints to my fans today.
I want to ask you
Since
some
I'm not
questions.
going to answer them, you'd just be wasting your breath. So, move along before people see us talking and think I'm signing auto prints today. I don't want to be mobbed.
Auto friends? What are you talking about?
You don't recognize me? I'm Bendick Starkiller, the most famous blaster slinger on Taurus. Over 100 duels without a loss. Every one of them a death match.
I'm not ready for him. How come you don't hang around with the other duelists?
Once death matches became illegal, I just got bored with the game. I got no interest in using stun blasters. There was nobody left to challenge me anyway. I've seen you in the dueling ring, but you haven't impressed me. Now, if you could beat all these other pretenders, that might get my attention.
I'll be
Off
going.
with you then. I'm done with this conversation anyway.
Oh, I'm supposed to do it now. Alright, let's go to that part. Wait, have I completed any quests on there? Hold on. No. I didn't think so. Where's this party at?
Akupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Slima Poduama? Achuta, Wonga Kunbis Dolby Kikoyana, Dong Patugas Macdelia.
Oh. Nice.